I'm resident of Call of Duty, Dual Saints, this one by Patrick and Craig, this one by Alan Gallant. We are
The
here to,
horse,
we
the
are here,
horse.
the horse, we're here to review Never Say Never Again, directed by
No,
Irvin.
now, Jewel, we've never done this before.
That's right. Irvin Kershner, screenplay by Lorenzo Simple Jr.,
Uh-huh.
story by Kevin McClure, Jack Whittingham, and Ian Fleming. Thunderball based by Ian Fleming, starring Sean Connery, Klaus, Maria Bargura, Max
Brandauer.
Max
Yeah,
von Sydow,
Klaus Maria Brandauer. He was a huge star in the 80s.
Yeah. Big
uh,
Mephisto.
Yep.
Kim
Emphasis on the fist.
Kim Basinger is here. Let's see, cinematographer is Douglas Slocum. Uh, Produced by Warner Brothers North America. Release dates October 7th, 1983, U.S. December 15th, 1983, London. Budget was 36 million. Box office was $160 million.
Respectable, a little less than the last Eon movie, but still very respectable.
But much less, it cost less.
Yes, it's true. The sets are pretty cool, but they're just smaller. They're not
It's
massive.
smaller than a lot of them are found.
Yeah.
There's locations of it's not studio.
Like the inside of the
spa?
that, and also the inside of the nerve center, his nerve center, smaller than you would normally find, but still really nicely detailed.
Well, they hired smaller actors so that it scaled properly.
Billy Barty was the standard.
That would be great. Billy.
As Blofeld.
Well, he sort of is in Under the Rainbow.
Yeah.
He plays a Nazi. He plays a weird Nazi spy with a monocle and everything else named Lewinsky.
Yes.
So Joel, what do you make of this movie? Well, now the pants are on the other glove.
Oh my god, it's really good. It's very entertaining. The fact that this starts off with a training sequence is a lot of fun. I love the fight coordination. By the way, the fight coordinator for this movie was one Steven Seagal, who broke Connor's wrist. Yes, that happened. Also, this movie is not with my collection. I had to go find this and watch this.
Because it's not part of the Aeon collection.
That's right. It's not. So you will not find this movie in the collection at all.
It's individual.
I found it online, and not in English, so and I watched it anyway.
Did you have subtitles or?
Yeah, I put on the subtitles.
Okay.
The subtitles were Japanese, but that's okay.
They were a lot of things. I don't know what they were, but it was a bunch of different languages they were speaking. There was French. I think there was Spanish. There was German.
Oh yeah.
It was all over the place.
Like an Italian productions.
It sounds, pretty much. But I do like Connery. Connery as Bond was really, really good. I mean, even though he looks older, he moved really good in this movie, which is great.
He's definitely reinvigorated compared to the last movie he did. So, he's much more involved.
That's sort of my first question to you guys. Do you think him sort of being away? Because he did other action movies of Bond.
Well, he had a huge career in that 10, 12 years.
Yep. Man Who Would Be King is a big one that he did. In the meantime,
Outland, Cuba.
Outland, yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys think sort of like stepping away from Bond in a way kind of helped him sort of come back to the role and appreciate it?
Well, he was fed up with it. Yeah. So I would have to say yes, because they convinced him to come back, and they would never have been able to do that in the few years just after. He was PO'd about the whole experience. He was done at that point. But so they, he said, "Oh, what the heck? Let's do it again.
Yeah.
You pay me."
Yeah.
So I think it did. It improved his attitude towards it a lot to be away from it.
And he's a completely different person. He's a person who is not dependent on the Bond films in any way, nor is he beholden to them. No. So he really gets to approach it as an equal, as a project to have fun with. But that's it. He's not looking to it for his income, and he is he's not stuck with it.
And it probably also helped that, Broccoli wasn't involved with it because I think he had loggerheads with him towards the end of his tenure with Aon Films.
Oh, I don't think they were speaking at all.
Yeah.
You
But
know
so that, a combination of things definitely improved his attitude.
you know who steals this movie for me? Rowan Atkinson.
He's
He's
wonderful.
wonderful in this film.
Yeah,
He's fabulous.
yeah. I remember, I went for many years having not seen this movie. I saw it when it came out, of course, and on cable like 1984 or something, and then probably around 1985 to oh gosh, 2005 maybe. Is it 30
Okay.
years? Is that about 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie. I had no reason to. It wasn't on. I didn't have cable, and I wasn't renting it because I'd seen plenty of it on cable when it came out. And saw it
Right.
2 or 3 times in the theaters when I was a lad when it came out. And so I kind of done my never say never again job. And the DVD came out. It had a wonderful. You can find it. It has a wonderful Irwin Kershner commentary. One of my favorite director commentaries of all time. Because he's a great film teacher. And so you're essentially getting what he would be doing in film class.
Yeah.
And he does a damn good one. And so it reignited my interest in the movie. And Carl came down from Louisville, and he's a film snob, film expert type, and doesn't like action movies, doesn't like great big public consumption type things. He had a blast. We laughed at the right places.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the whole damn thing. It was we just had a very good time with it. So you get into this inevitable comparison, tonal comparison between this and Octopussy. 2 James Bond films coming out the same year, rival producers, and the former star versus the current star, and which is no contest.
No,
it's no contest. I feel sorry for Roger
It's
Moore.
an unfair comparison because I think Moore does a yeoman's job.
He does
those films. So,
but he does a better
Connery.
Yeah, he does a better and better job the less you remember or think of Sean Connery.
Sure.
That's let's face it.
Yeah.
Beatlemania somehow becomes great if that's all you're hearing is Beatlemania.
Right.
So when you look at these 2 movies, it's almost like Kevin McClory said, "You know what? You can have your octopus. You can go and play your octopus.
Don't play with your octopus.
Your pocket octopus. Anyway, you go ahead and do that, Cubby. We're gonna do this, and whatever you're gonna say about it, people are going to say we had a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm.
These movies are ridiculous. The difference is we're going to acknowledge it, but without shame.
We're going to do it with flair.
Yeah, we're going to do it with flair. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to admit that they're kind of goofy and then say so, and then continue to make the movie.
Right.
And we're going to have a great time. And you throw Bond in all the clown makeup you want. You can you can pretend that Louis Jourdain has a molecule of testosterone, whatever. It's not gonna take.
Right.
And we're gonna have a good time. And we're gonna reinvent Q and make him just as interesting as your Q. I love
the youth and Moneypenny, and M in this movie I'm not a fan of, but that's okay. He's supposed to be an a-hole. Really seriously an a-hole in this movie.
It is this is okay. So this is what I like about the Edward Fox film. The loggerheads are more clear. They're clearer. And
aggressively so.
And it is a movie that a number of times brings up social class.
Mm-hmm.
And does not have Bond at the top of the social heap, which of course he wouldn't be.
No.
And that's really interesting that they hit that again and again and again. And that Algernon is commiserating kind of with Bond. You get the idea. This is a Bond who's wound up having to fly coach a lot in the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah, because he's been out of circulation as an active spy for a while.
Not only that, I think all the MI6 spies are having to fly coach nowadays.
Yeah, they've decommissioned them for a while.
So, and then Algernon is working under these terrible conditions, but their expectations are the same. So there's a lot of pre-Thatcher England bubbling around the edges of this. England had not become this weird sort of pseudo right-wing, military powerhouse that it would present itself as, especially in the Golden era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. You're right. I just have a preference for certain M of the past.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
I mean,
it does make sense. It's not that it doesn't make sense. He's just more of an a-hole. That's all.
Sure. I think of, the prime M, Bernard Lee as being like the alpha, the A. So he's the AM. Bernard Fox is clearly the BM.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, wow. I hope you're not depending on that joke. Whack, whack, whack.
Scatological. Anyway.
I thought, honestly, the best M we got was fine, in my opinion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, argue with that. I think it's a preference. And it's not that Fox does a bad job. He doesn't. He's competent at it. I just prefer Mr. Lee.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate saying this because I'm the guy who, at the end of Skyfall, burst into tears when I saw that red padded door.
Yeah.
And I said aloud, "Oh my God, our 15-year postmodern nightmare is finally at an end. I have awakened." I said, "I've awakened. This has all been a dream."
It's like going through the door to the infinite. You've tossed the wands, and there you go. Finally, you've escaped into another time band.
And we're making a but I really did. I really did. Yeah. And I had forgotten, because these movies are all about ritual. For a Protestant,
you're looking for those familiar pearls.
They are Catholic as hell.
Yeah.
And that door is a lot of it. But having said all of that, I think I may have to go with Judi Dench. And I'll tell you why. I think because of her femininity, she is allowed more notes emotionally to play.
Yes, I
She's
agree.
allowed to be more figures, more people. Her house has more mansions.
Yeah, and she is a very serious M, but she has, like you say, many layers within it.
Yeah, but she has a hilarious sense of humor also.
Yeah.
But
she usually she's very she holds it so it has so much impact, that little grin that she has on occasion. Just it's very impactful because she's not like this, Yeah. I like her a lot too, to be honest with you.
Skyfall really made a point of this, but this is about phantom parents. As much as anything. It's about phantom parents. And I hadn't really thought of that until I saw Skyfall.
Yeah.
That invests so much in Bond's in who Bond is, because that's the last mystery. Where does sociopath come from?
Right, exactly. What is his past? What was his family like? All of those things, and what tragedy has befallen him that makes him who he is?
And
absolutely.
That she even the Javier Bardem character refers to her very maternally.
Yes, mother. He calls her mother.
Yes,
because that's who the hell knows? That might have been her code name at one point.
Maybe.
Well, but I mean, Bond, just as a parallel,
Bond, certainly the younger Daniel Craig Bond calls her mom.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting that she has these two things going on. She has Bond, who she has this interesting relationship with that polarizes at times, because I think she's really pissed off that he risks his life so much. Um, she has a different relationship with him than the male M would have. And then there's Bardem, who is a failure.
Yeah.
That was her biggest failure.
Yeah. Yeah. And but back to the point of him risking his life. Stuart, she's always on him for how dumb he is.
Right.
But she is the constant beneficiary.
It's true.
Of the fact that, and I think at the end of the day, she knows that's the only choice he had.
But she still fears the loss.
She fears the loss, but she also knows that she, by necessity, is putting him in situations where he has no other choice.
Right.
So I think it's his self-recrimination, really, through him.
Yes, yes. And there's a respect for his abilities. But again, there's a haltingness to it because she doesn't want to bury him. I don't think she wants to bury him at all, or have him disgraced in any way.
Disgrace. I think she could handle him being dead because of her orders.
Yeah,
I don't know if she could. I mean,
right.
Or worse, she knows that she could. That part of her has been so militarily killed.
Right.
That part of her is by necessity so dead inside.
Right.
And she mourns that and fears that. There's a lot going on.
Yes, there is. Well, she may think that too. She may fear that's dead.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not. You don't, yeah, she has a struggle.
And
previous M's don't really have that struggle.
And I think we have to we have to take a moment and step back and thank John Logan, the writer who brought us that.
Yeah.
Who, I think worked very hard to bring us that, and it wasn't appreciated in Star Trek. That the idea of family and what do these things mean, and someone finally acknowledging that, Data is a son figure.
Yeah.
Somewhat, there's a real echo of that in Nemesis, or at least Weird Nephew. But I think going a little beyond that.
But in definitely the in-group in a family, yeah.
And that he's able to really further that, I think, with what he does here. And it is a phantom limb because it's always this other part of his life. And in only one movie do we see Bond's home.
Right.
Yeah, and there's never a mention of May, his housekeeper, ever. So, yeah, I mean, there's part of me that, now that Amazon has Bond and all of that, and yay, and apparently they're all in a tizzy about what to do. They don't know what to do. I know what they should do. They should do what Quentin Tarantino tried to tell them to do before they made Casino Royale, which was to make Casino Royale, but make it as a period piece. Make it in black and white, make it a period piece, and
or in that lurid '60s color,
and make it
like that,
accurate.
Yeah,
and in accuracy, Bond is he's purposefully a bland guy. He is not a crazy quipster. He is a very depressed, very haunted, very bland guy. In fact, the name James Bond was picked by Ian Fleming because he wanted the blandest name he could possibly get.
And wasn't he a composite of people that Fleming knew in the service?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Sure. And of course, I think you can still find, I think Birds of the East Indies is still in print by James Bond. This is where he got the names.
Yeah.
The name. Yeah. Yeah.
So Never Say Never Again had its origins in the early 1960s following the controversial for the 1961 Thunderball novel. Fleming had worked with independent producer Kevin McClure and scriptwriter Jack Winningham on a script for a potential Bond film to be called Longitude 78 West, which was subsequently abandoned because of the cost involved. Fleming, always reluctant to let a good idea die, turned this into the novel Thunderball, for which he did not credit either McClure or Wynne. McClure then took Fleming to the High Court in London for breach of copyright, and the matter was settled in 1963 after Eon Productions started producing the Bond film that subsequently made a deal with McClure, made produce Thunderball, and then not make any further version of for a period of 10 years following the release. So,
And that's why it became temporarily a binary thing when the McClure split from Aeon and made this film.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And he made, I mean, this is a good film.
It's a good film.
In a nutshell, it's a good film.
And let's hear from Bernie Casey.
Oh, he's an excellent.
He's my
Excellent.
second favorite Felix Leiter.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
He's really good. He's really good, and I believe him as kind of the CIA equivalent of James Bond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's played entirely competent.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Navy SEAL, I guess he's that kind, and so as well as being CIA, which so he's physically competent as well as being a spy, and he's really good. He's fantastic. Connection to Dark Shadows. Bernie Casey played the lead gargoyle in Gargoyles, which also starred Grayson Hall.
If you guys could cast a Felix Leiter, who would you cast?
Now?
Yeah, now.
Well, I mean, Jeffrey Wright's awfully good.
Mm-hmm. He was, and
yeah, I
could be again.
I don't really want to, jeopardize Jeffrey Wright. I think that's, yeah.
I mean, he Bond in Casino Royale, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
He was just so in his zone in that.
Yeah.
It was great.
I don't know. I think it might be time for Felix to be a female. I don't see anything objectionable about that.
I mean, somebody named Felicia could be a nickname Felix.
Yeah, and I like the idea of the relationship between Bond and Felix being exactly the same. So that Bond has this relationship with a competent, physically fit, good agent, his equivalent.
Right.
And it genuinely is platonic. And it doesn't occur to them to
in the same way
else.
that his relationship with Moneypenny is platonic.
Sure.
Even though Moneypenny wants it to be more, but maybe Felicia doesn't.
Yeah.
She's professional too.
Yeah.
They respect each other.
I think Bernie would have slept with her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. I think we got that right out of the way. Moneypenny would have been really happy every time.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Every time Felix is in, he's in. So yeah.
In like Felix.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do one woman and one man for your Felicia Leiter. Glenn Close, clearly.
Glenn Close?
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Close is like.
She would be an M.
Yeah, I mean that's
at her age now.
Yeah, at her age now.
Be an M.
Her vision is based on movement. She's
She could definitely be an M, no doubt.
There have been actors who have been old and played Felix Leiter.
Well, they've like 89 actors have played Felix Leiter.
Well,
at this point.
I mean, let's start with Jack Lord and move on from there, right?
Yeah.
Jack Linder or Czech Linder. I don't know how it's pronounced. Or Cease. Maybe it's for Cecil. I don't
know. And someone a lot younger who can act, and I hope he gets the opportunity, Terry Cross.
Who?
He's a wrestler.
Oh, get Butterbean.
He would be he would be the non-agent ob job, Butterbean.
Sure. He'd be magnificent.
Cut himself on the dirt.
But in that Bond would be overcome with erotic passion.
Well, yeah.
And that's what that would be the ace in Butterbean's hole.
Mm-hmm.
What they say.
In the mid-1970s, McClure again started working on a second adaptation of Thunderball, and this working on Warhead.
It's McClory's one-trick pony. He was trying to do Warhead 2000 with Timothy Dalton.
You mentioned the whole class thing that it springs forth in this movie.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that's McClory. I
that's
mean,
got to be McClory. That's got to
especially
be
after what
McClory.
he's gone through with all the Aeon snobs and everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah. I think that's a definite
Yeah,
note to Cubby,
yeah,
Uh,
who hilariously the most nouveau riche of them all.
yes,
um, he brought writer Len Deiken together
Len Dyke, yeah, he's a spy novel writer.
yeah.
with Sean Farner to work on the script. A lawsuit from Eon Productions ended in a ruling that Ford owned the sole rights to Spectre and Blofeld, forcing Eon to remove them from The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977. The script initially focused on Spectre shooting down aircraft over the Bermuda Triangle before taking over Liberty Island and Ellis Island as its staging areas for an invasion of the city through the sewers under Wall Street. The script was purchased by Paramount Pictures in 1978. The script ran into difficulties after accusations from Beijing and United Artists that the project had gone beyond copyright restrictions, which Brian reported a film based only on the novel Thunderball once again project
Yep.
story. So there you go. Guys, favorite scenes?
Oh boy. I mean, I like a lot of them. This is a movie where I like the ridiculous video game fight. I
Yes,
like
that's pretty cool.
I
You're
like
right.
all
It
of his
is.
stuff in the gym. In the health camp. I think that's a funny way to start the movie. I
Mhm.
like the line. Well, there was a girl in Philadelphia. That's great. It's
And
wonderful.
she is really good as a completely nutso. She's really,
That's your Octopussy.
yeah,
You know,
seriously.
that's you're gonna have a female villain.
Homicidal, sex freak, egomaniac, all of it rolled into one.
And speaking of which, anything with Klaus Maria Brandauer, I love.
Yes.
He just
I
he's
love him showing
so
Bond
puckish.
around the lair and all this, welcome. Your stateroom is over there. I have to go to work, and all this sort of thing that he's doing. Yeah, it's great. It's fabulous. And they make the most use of that smaller set. They really do a good job with all of those smaller sets, especially when they're on the boat. That's great stuff.
Did you see Glass Onion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the guy who's living with Edward Norton? Just like this stoner who's playing Atari and lives in kind of this low rent kind of apartment.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's no explanation for him.
No.
He's never explained.
He's
Uh,
color. He's just
yeah,
color.
and I would like to think Bond maybe picks sides, maybe chooses sides, but he gets to that stateroom and he just never makes Largo mad enough for Largo to be able to justify killing him.
Right.
So he just ends up there for years,
He just stays there, drinking up all of his booze.
drinking, just playing Atari.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better at the video game. Okay, you do that. We'll play again.
Comes
Okay.
in 1998 and says, "Oh yes, by the way, this is my house guest, James Bond."
That's oh, we've been wondering where you were. Yeah, well, I had to clear that level, and they've just become weird friends.
There is
Late
a
at night.
kind of a weird kind of vibe between the two of them.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, but he does finally confide in the girl and says he's insane.
Yeah. He's insane, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the newest one? The newest Knives Out.
Yeah, it was unwatchable. I couldn't finish it.
It's hard when basically it's already been leaked that Bond dies at the end. That's tough.
Oh no, you said Knives Out.
Knives Out. Oh, I watched that one too.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it, but it's a different kind of movie.
There was too much of it for me.
There's a lot of flashback at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Because the guy's writing out the story for him.
That was okay.
But it's a different construct than the other two movies.
Mm-hmm.
You're not everybody's not just showing up at this luxurious place and
Yeah.
happening and all that sort of thing. It's very different that way.
Um,
I loved Josh Brolin. I thought he was
he's
a
very good.
beautiful bastard. Really
Yeah.
good.
So Pat Roach in this, he plays the Spectre assassin. He's a martial artist and a wrestler.
Yes.
I love the fight sequence between him and Connor. Really, really good.
That fight sequence is also a commentary on Bond's age.
Yeah.
Because he's like
Bond's running away
this
from
guy
most
is
of
not having any effect at all. He's starting to wheeze at the end of it. But it's great. It is a great sequence. That's the one that Seagal choreographed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, that would be the one.
Well, Seagal was almost sane back then, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. They talked about this. I mean, he's a keto specialist. I mean, you can only it. That's all he is. So
right. He's not a combat martial artist,
no.
but he likes to bully people that have no martial arts training. That's one of the real flaws of the guy. He's a bully.
Yeah.
And hits women. So it's like I have no respect for him anymore at all.
Boy, I'll tell you that Buddhism really centers you.
Oh yeah, it's sort of like what meditation did for Mike Love, which was nothing.
Yeah. Oh God, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to watch the movie Scorpion. It's really
Yeah.
Watch what movie?
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Why am I gonna have to? Am I being punished?
No. Okay. There's this guy in this movie. He's a martial artist. Okay, and the reason he got this movie is because he beat our Lord and Savior Chuck Norris in a fight twice. That's it. That's what he did. Oh my
God. What's Chuck Norris? Lord and say, what is it? Shove thy neighbor?
No. Martial artist.
Punch thy neighbor.
No, it's
Drop kick
Jesus,
thy neighbor.
Jesus humor.
Yeah,
Right.
I have a shrine somewhere.
No, my favorite martial artist is what's his name that played Spawn?
Oh, Michael Joe White.
Yes, he's my favorite martial
very good.
artist. He is a centered dude.
Very good actor.
He is a
too.
badass, but he is very centered.
Very good actor too.
Yeah, I
Very
like
good.
him a lot.
Stephen Chow.
Yeah.
He was in the he played the evil computer in what was it, Universal Soldier? The one with Bill Goldberg. Really good.
Mhm.
Really good. Yeah, I've always enjoyed his work. So,
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good.
he is.
He's the real
talked-
deal.
He's talked about how he goes, yeah, John Claude can do stuff. He goes,
Yeah, he's been asked in interviews, what do you think of, what's the difference between Jean-Claude and Seagal? And he goes, Seagal isn't a martial artist. Seagal is an actor who does Aikido.
Yeah.
But Van Damme he's not afraid of anybody. He'll spar with you, no problem at all. I've sparred with him, he said, I mean, it's like he has total respect for him.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the video game Face Off. Really good. Because it was something we haven't really seen in a Bond movie. It was so different.
Yeah.
That was, to me, that's my favorite scene in this movie. Kim Basinger is
It's pretty cool.
absolutely-
Oh, she's gorgeous. I mean, oh my God. She's a quintessential Bond girl, really. She's very good.
Yeah.
She's a budding actress at this point in her career. She does some better work later in terms of having stuff to do, but she's on her way at this point. She's just the camera loves her so much. It's just ridiculous.
Great examples, the ridiculousness of this movie, and I use that word as high praise.
Yeah.
Is the tango.
Yes. The tango.
It's good. By God, we're gonna have a tango, guys.
Yeah.
Get ready. And it's like, finally, yes. It was like in Die Another Day, which you're not going to hear me say a lot of good things about, but I will say this. It's like in Die Another Day when Bond has a sword fight.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
just waving it around like he does in Moonraker, but a real honest-to-God sword
But
fight.
he actually has a real sword fight. Yeah.
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 With Madonna.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. We can
It's-
wince a little at that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I hate it when media gives you what you want, but they extract an equal amount as if to punish you for wanting it.
Yeah.
It's like you're not dealing with media anymore. You're dealing with an evil genie.
Yes.
Yeah, who wants to
You're
punish you for
dealing
having a
with the
wish.
djinn from
Yeah.
Wishmaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I worked for a long time on a board game with a friend of mine that was about genies. And then someone else came out with almost the exact same game. I just saw it. I'm pissed off about
Okay,
the
you see, back in the 80s, if I had known the right people, I would have gone for the Michael Jackson game. I would have gotten my ass suit off, but I would have gone for it anyway.
No, wait. Oh, yeah, sure.
The one where you fire, you fire balls of energy into the bushes where he's hiding, looking for 10-year-olds.
Oh,
And
God.
if you hit him, he comes out and going, "Hoo!" and he goes back down inside.
So you get extra points if you get Macaulay Culkin?
Oh yeah. Well, you rescue Macaulay Culkin.
Okay, good. Good. Get the Corys while you're at it.
Yes. Well, no, we're gonna. Sorry, we're gonna leave. We'll rescue Haim and leave Feldman. Okay, if that's all right with you.
Horrible. He would not have become the person he is if you had rescued him.
Well,
nice going, Alan. Nice going.
not my job to excuse his behavior now.
Well, with his angels. Yeah.
So you still believe Wade Robinson and James Safechuck, huh?
Who do you know?
I believe Corey Haim's mother when she told Feldman to STFU. I do believe that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, strange boy.
Strange boy.
And
probably was abused. I'm not saying he wasn't, but he starts accusing everybody under the clouds,
Yeah.
That's gone.
Stick with shaving your head, kid. Stick with shaving your head. That's good.
I just don't believe people who get time and dates wrong. I'm sorry.
Get time and dates wrong?
Oh, all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what Feldman did?
No, that's what James Safechuck and Wade Robinson did.
Yes.
I don't know who they are. Who are they?
Look them. But yeah. Okay, this movie, what do you guys give it? Scale 1 to 10.
Well, it's a 9.5.
9. Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I love it. It's not the absolute pinnacle, but it's a good movie.
It's a nice good movie.
It's a nice refresher after Octopussy and
It
a couple
is.
of the other ones that we sort of slogged through earlier. That
And
were, okay, but they're nothing. No great.
It's courageous film. It has the courage to be weird.
Mm-hmm. It does. It has the courage to, as you said before, to sort of comment on itself.
Yes.
And the aging quality of Connery as Bond. But yet it still has lovely action scenes and wonderful things, and some nice scenery.
Yeah.
The coast of Africa and all that stuff. That was pretty cool. The old ruins, were cool. The interiors of the boat were very cool. I enjoyed those. And those were economical, or more economical than the giant Blofeld sets of the past.
Yes.
So all of that is really, really good. And like I say, it's refreshing to see this movie. It brings it back up to the level where, in my opinion, it needs to stay.
Yeah.
Needs to be in that spectrum somewhere.
Yeah.
I give this movie a 12. It's really, really good. The horse the horse jumping scene alone is worth it.
Yeah, we had mentioned the horse jumping scene and how that got the SPCA all upset.
By the way, the horse did not die. So
okay, good.
The horse will return.
Right. Well, apparently it was a trained horse.
Yeah, it was trained to jump and fall in water.
And swim.
Oh, another moment I like is the gyroscope.
Oh, God.
The poor guy with the gyroscope. And I like the button where he crosses his eyes and passes out, because this is that kind of movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. And that whole sequence at the beginning of that whole odd sequence with the guy with the eye that supposedly replicates the president's eye and all
Hey,
that.
that's Dan O'Hurley's son.
Yes, 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 it
Yes.
is. And he does a good job of being sort of, brainwashed and what have you. But it's such a weird entry into the whole thing, It's
He triggers the
funky.
most embarrassing line in the movie with the most embarrassing line reading. And then mommy will give baby his candy. Oh God, no,
Do you want to
no.
see him play a
Sorry,
real?
an abortive attempt at something from the Manchurian Candidate,
It
basically.
was. It was. I want him that reverse mohawk from Death Wish 3.
Yeah, he plays the villain in that.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. God, I haven't seen that movie in 100 years. I think watched that on a cable marathon of.
That was half of my Marina Sirtis Film Festival.
Uh,
Did I ever tell you about the 10 days I spent in isolation because I had COVID for the first time because I hadn't had the shot because the shot came out the same month I got COVID.
Oh, geez.
And I ended up like I couldn't eat solid food for 7 days. I was sequestered in a hotel for 10 days. They gave me a bulk rate. That's how long I was there.
Oh.
And I watched all the world's worst cable movies while I was there, just languishing in and out of bed.
What was the low point?
The
And by that
low
I mean
point,
high point, and yet low point.
the low point. Uh,
Cinematically.
it was the third Transporter movie I watched. I think was just not because they're that terrible, but because they're thematically so similar. It's like okay, first one was good, the second one was okay, and then by the third one you're ready to slit your wrists. So
Never seen one.
no, it's what's his name, Jason Statham, which he's actually done some pretty decent.
So it's got nuance and surprise and subtlety, and it'll.
He's done some good stuff, and he's also done unfortunately, he's also done the Expendables movies.
His production of The Dresser with Linnea Quigley is unforgettable.
It's true, and Linnea was a great sir.
She that's a perfect button. That's okay. I'm out of here. That's it. I'm done. That's perfect button. We can't do better than that. Good night.
We give it a 9, folks, or a 12, depending.
Yeah.
The host gives it a 12.
Joel got more excited by it.
oh my God.
Good night, Joel.
Yeah, have link to Patrick's Dark Shadows Day book come down is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan's related to YouTube channel. Collins Sport After Dark is going to be in the description box. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for
You to a kill.
You to Kill,
Okay.
which Dolph Lundgren makes a cameo in.
He does.
Yes, he does.
See you later.
Have a good night.
Bye. Woohoo!